I have a feeling Sloppy Joes are coming.
Oh, we can't film while you're eating. That's going to be sloppy.
It's inadvertent mukbang.
Yeah, we should have really planned it. You're a lot bigger than me, right?
In what sense? On YouTube?
Fatter. I just mean like general size, so I can be closer than we look the same size.
Oh, like Lord of the Rings, where they put Ian McKellen and
yes.
but they're farther away, so they look like giants and midgets. Yeah, midgets? Can I say that?
No, not on this podcast.
Is this my podcast or our podcast?
It's just today is an interview.
I'm trying to get new recruits for a podcast. Yeah, Paul ages ago said, "Let's do a podcast." And then we filmed it. We filmed it in Guangali at his old beer place, and it never saw the light of day. So then a few years later, he's like, "We should do a podcast." And I was like, "Okay," and that's this one now.
Can I say fuck?
You can swear as much as you want. I do in my videos, don't worry about it.
I'd rather you don't.
Huh?
I'd rather you don't in this one.
What, swear?
Yeah.
Can I bleep it, or do you want no swearing?
I can. You just can.
Fuck off.
It's very different.
Kevin.
It's different when an American swears, you know?
Dang it. Anyway, this was all his idea to do a podcast, and then we get here and he's like, "What's the theme?" I'm like, "You chose the theme a month ago, and now we're here." And he's like, "All right, maybe we'll just turn the camera on."
I think you just wanted to hang out and have a beer.
I just made that joke about him having the idea for the podcast, and he's now turned it on me.
No, you wrote the joke for me.
It's a podcast that had a theme and now doesn't, and I'm writing apparently. So the whole thing's a giant mess.
Yeah, anyway, how's the beer?
I had the Turnbroy Fest beer. There's 8 draft beers here, and 3 of them are fest beers. Granted, it is mid-October, so that is fitting. I think out of 8 beers, having 3 fest beers is a bit ambitious. We're at Beer Post Bar in Mouledon.
And until today, I was mortal enemies with the owner of the Beer Post Bar.
Again, you have to be comfortable putting this on camera, so how did that go?
We made up today.
And so, can you divulge any information about how you made up with your mortal enemy?
Orally. And by that I mean...
That's enough to make anyone friends.
We talked through it. Yeah, I'm drinking something I think is the British strong ale.
Ash Tree from Joe, yeah.
Can I finish what I was saying?
Sorry, yeah. I'm just a big Joe fan.
Are you? Why?
See, you wanted to talk, now you've spun it around on me. So Joe is he's Korean, but he's a very British-minded man over in Eastern Seoul, making a lot of good British beers and saisons, because he initially was going to go to England to learn French winemaking. You'll have to ask Joe about that. I can't explain that decision. But when he went to a craft beer festival, he fell in love with British beer, and then it's all fermentation, so he kind of steered his focus towards beer making rather than what he'd initially gone there for, which was winemaking. So he's had a lot of British beers. He has a cask machine with the hand pull.
I don't think I asked you to write a novel on Joe. I just wondered, why'd you like him?
Sorry, ask me again.
We're not editing that.
Why do I like Joe? Ask me again.
No, I'm not. I don't think you should be allowed to edit this stuff.
Joe Good. Joe Beer Good. Anyway.
Is that one of your Canadian jokes?
No, I'm not allowed to write a story, so I'm being as curt as possible.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, Joe is good. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Do you know he went to England too?
Wasn't that for winemaking? Yeah.
Why would you go to England for winemaking?
They must have had some specific course at a certain college. But again, the beer making thing was outside of school time. It was at a beer festival.
College.
So uni.
I mean, he probably told me this, and I just wasn't even listening. I have a problem.
Paul's racist.
I'm a lot of ists.
He's a nativist. Are there any good ists? I mean, the Latin term, grammatically, it must work as a positive or a neutral for some things. I was going to say autist. That doesn't work. Okay.
Did you say autist?
A-U, yeah. There's an old joke where a woman says like, "Oh, my son's autistic," and another woman says, "Oh, can I see some of his work?" Yeah, it's a very old joke.
Is that okay? Good joke. Anyway, this beer by Joe was. It's not a very interesting podcast, is it? It was interesting.
I thought you were going to say it's not an interesting beer.
Until we turned the camera on, we were having a good old chat, and then you started.
He asked me if I turned into someone else when I turned the camera on. I said, I guess. Yeah. I mean, the camera's on. Of course, I'm not going to be the same guy.
I think you'd probably have more followers if you were just
like,
you.
People just followed me around and I didn't know, and I just said whatever came off the top of my head.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't think this would be so dark, but...
Well, what is it labeled as, Paul?
British strong ale.
Yeah, when I see strong ale, I think Belgian strong ale, which of course would be like a golden color, right? Yeah. So that is a bit confusing.
I think that's only confusing because of your... Anyway, yeah. It's not bad.
Finish that thought.
Not a misinterpretation of the meaning of the name, right?
Well, I'm more familiar with Belgian strongs, like a Leffe or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Pardon me.
So what do you have in there?
The Hopi Trophy.
I've told you about this.
What?
Fascist salute thing. There's another ist.
It's not low enough.
What did you say again?
The Hopi Topi IPA.
Oh, don't do that. That's what I was going to get next.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Do you like Brewery 304? I'm not familiar with them. That's why I asked.
It's on camera, man. Do you want me to be honest?
Yes. Is it safe to assume you like social drinkers more?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I was giving you an out there. I'm like, well, you don't have to slag the one. You can compliment.
Do you mean the people involved in it?
Just the product.
Oh, I think 3 or 4 is not bad. Yeah, pretty good.
Well, you get the Hopi Topi then, and I'll get the old.
I went to their birthday party. I think it was a birthday party a few weeks back, months maybe.
Where was that? At their brewery?
At their brewery, yeah.
Where is that? I'm not familiar. He had such a good time, he doesn't remember.
Well, I think it's like kind of not exactly Gwanghwamun, but like if you were in Gwanghwamun,
oh, it's like downtown.
I feel like you could walk there from there.
Oh wow, okay.
But I might be way off.
Old World Blues Hanjan Hopi Topi IPA Hanjan juice.
Did you order mine? Okay.
Like, I suppose there comes a point in a YouTube channel where you start to blur faces. I don't, because no one's gonna fucking see this shit.
They didn't blur faces.
They mosaic them because of private.
Oh, not like that kind of. Oh,
but because of personal image rights.
In the background.
Yeah. Like not the people like in the video, but like people.
You know, you said I have to talk loud.
Yeah.
I think if you talk quieter, we could probably just turn the volume up.
No, because the music remains constant.
Oh, you can't filter that out with some kind of.
There's a voice filter, but I find it works. But it does sound. It works in the sense that will get lowered or cut, but it affects the actual like enjoyability or the actual audio quality of. Yeah.
I wouldn't worry. I don't think anyone's enjoying this.
Actually, CNN reported that the Canadian accent was the sexiest accent in the world this year. That's not true at all. Immediately skeptical. That's good though, because it's complete horseshit. I love Canada. I am Canadian. I wouldn't say the Canadian accent's necessarily annoying, but it's not getting voted sexiest or coolest accent.
You wouldn't say it's just annoying.
Well, I wouldn't. Why would I say that?
I bet they would.
Oh yes, the smooth, velvety tones of the Welshman.
Beers are good. Food was good. What did you eat? Sloppy who?
Sloppy Joe. That was the reason we started filming, but then couldn't continue because I ordered the messiest thing on the menu. He didn't know what a Sloppy Joe was.
I think I did. You told me that this was not a good interpretation of it.
Oh, it tasted good, but it had 4 buns. It had 2 buns cut in half with, the toasted edge, and then in a row, and then it had a bowl of Sloppy Joe filling, and I had to put it on the bun myself, which, if it was made for me, I wouldn't mind getting messy, but if I'm going to make it myself, I don't necessarily want to make it messy from my own doing. Kind of takes the messy part out of it, or the sloppy part, sorry.
You've been working on an article about me, haven't you? Why don't we talk about that?
I think it's done, but you haven't read it in a while. And so I still
you told me you hadn't opened it since September 8th.
Yeah, that's what you saw, and you said it looked okay. I still need the pictures.
I'm getting cramp in my leg. Okay though. Yeah, I get the. I just paid for them, so I'll send it to you. 5.
Well,
What do they typically put in it?
No. Give me one that you, and tell me which one you want to make sure goes in the print edition.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use 1, and then 3 more that'll be in the online edition. So send me 4, and then specify which one you want to be the first one on the digital edition, and then the print edition one, because there's no room in the print edition to put more than 1.
You're right.
Again, focus on the beer at the brewery or something with you in the beer community, one with the MBE, and then a couple of fun ones. Global community.
I don't really have fun.
I know. You're either serious or snarky.
What does snarky mean?
Like sarcastic, sardonic. Like mean sarcasm, pointed sarcasm.
You're you're currently looking more intelligent than me. What does that mean?
What's snarky mean? It means sardonic. Oh,
you noticed that?
Oh yes, sardonic.
And I was like thinking, should I ask that one as well?
And then I finally came out with the pointed sarcasm. Does that work? Okay. Is that a? Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting that one?
You said you were going to order.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You've done us a solid there, as they say in Canada. He just knocked the camera, I think.
Just don't touch the microphone. All right, this is darker than I thought. This is a English pale ale. That's what it is.
What did you think it was?
When I hear pale ales, 9 times out of 10, they're pale and American style, yellow, hoppy. I'm still gonna like this. I like English pale ales, but this is not what I thought it would be. It says English pale ale. I wasn't thinking. I was too busy thinking about how this podcast was gonna go. I was distracted.
How is it going?
You know what? Looking at you and talking makes us both feel better.
I feel better. And here comes Inky Lee there. Should we bring him in?
Did you warn him?
Can you join?
No.
Why? You should join.
Not my time, yours.
But we want you to talk about what's going wrong in craft beer in Korea.
Stay away from Paul.
Maybe next time.
This has a bit of that like raisiny, dried fruit, like plumminess to it. You know what I mean? Like there's a nice jamminess to it. It's nice. It's like almost like a winey, grapey, dried fruit, raisininess to it. This is where I'm wrong, right? Does this mean I'm wrong, or does this mean you don't like it? Because those are not the same thing.
I don't want to critique people. I have a lot of enemies, I'm trying to fix that.
Are you a brew? Are you a CEO at a brewing company or a rapper? What are you? How do these feuds start?
My mouth.
I made a diss beer.
I'm just too honest with people. So I'm trying to lie more.
You know another word for people who are too honest with other people?
Cunts.
Knobs. Bellends, dickheads. Yeah.
I'd say there might be
Might be it? What is that?
Might be a hint of
okay.
of oxidation in there.
You mean like a cardboardiness?
A little bit. I don't know, like if that's what you mean with the dried fruit. There's something there.
There's like a winey. It's also the mouthfeel too. There's like a thickness, but not a body of a barley. It's more like a wine thickness to it, a grapey wininess to it. You've had yours. This is Social Drinkers. A lot of my friends really like them. Tropical flavor from hops. I mean, I suppose that's fairly self-evident. But I say these things, but I'm not every man. People come in here, they want something simple so they can understand it, right? And I'm not trying to sound like a holier-than-thou smart-ass by saying that. But yeah.
I like that. That's nice. It's a bit. Tastes a bit fresh, but I suppose that's a good thing. It's just a little bit.
It tastes a bit fresh.
I just mean it's a tiny bit grassy. But it's okay. It's good.
Body on that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a nice. I'm gonna cop a feel.
I'm getting a bit warm. I might take my t-shirt off. Not my t-shirt, my sweater. Are we? Would that be something we edit, or would it just?
That entirely depends on you.
Like, I don't think my tits are gonna.
How many views do you want?
Yeah.
Because that can go either way. Well, he said he had a six-pack. You said you had a six-pack earlier.
I also said I have a rash on my stomach, which is what that's really for, not for herpes.
But you also have herpes. Hold on. Let's clarify that.
I've lost it. I thought we were doing well.
We were talking about beers.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I've lost the will to live.
Don't say that. There's something in the fridge for everyone. There's a reason to live. Whoa. You've been lifting kegs? You actually had a genuine, maybe. You had a genuine, thank you for complimenting me. He won't say it.
Thank you for complimenting.
But you did. You're like, maybe a little bit. Yeah.
I lift kegs a lot. It's half of my day.
I was setting you up to build you up.
Thanks, man. I needed that. I was feeling down.
Yeah. I biked 20 kilometers yesterday, which is not a lot, but it was one shot, no break,
How
1
long
hour.
does that take you?
And, 55 minutes, which isn't racing speed, but that's a good clip. That's not when I bike, I don't do pleasure rides. You know what I mean? I'm not oh wow, look the trees. It's let's get here and let's fucking go. Yeah. So 55 minutes, 20 kilometers is a pretty good clip. Clip speed.
Can I do 10 kilometers in an hour
on a bike?
Running?
Yeah. So it's twice running, which is not a bad speed.
I think it's pretty shit, no?
I'll meet you at the track. No, my wife did 10 kilometers jogging in the same amount of time. Oh, well, she was about 3. I beat her back to the starting point but only by about 2.5 minutes. Pretty much the same amount of time.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know enough about cycling to.
So why are you speculating on how fast I was going, sir?
It just didn't seem that fast. But I don't,
I would say an average kind of not easy going, but an average speed for an adult on a bike is probably 16 kilometers an hour. So 20 is a bit faster than kind of just I'm going there and I'm going to get there and I'm going to bike.
Do you do that face while you did it? Did you listen to something?
No, I'm a big audio dork, so I have a problem with shitty earbuds and just small ones and Bluetooth. My cheapest headphones are $240 and they're wired proper headphones. Yeah, and I know that makes me sound like a snob. That's fine, but I have a hard time with these $35 Bluetooth.
You can't put them in while you cycle.
I don't want to buy cheap earbuds, and I can't wear full audio
Why?
with a helmet on.
Oh, you wear a helmet?
I wear a helmet.
Okay.
You know I had brain surgery.
Didn't know, but could have guessed.
I'm setting Paul up for something here. Yeah. No, but I mean, if my mom saw me on a bike, I know I'm 40 years old, but still, we all kind of still bow down to our mother. If my mom saw a picture of me on a bike without a helmet, she'd shit. Yeah.
She'd shit.
She'd shit.
Tell me about your accident.
I got a free bottle of wine from someone for doing him a favor. And this is not their fault at all.
Where were you?
In Toronto. And
when were you?
This is 13 and a half, 14 years ago. It was a year and a half before I came to Korea.
Oh, and where were you?
What do you mean?
What were you doing in life?
Okay, well, hold on. I got a bottle of wine and I drank it.
I want to set the scene.
Well, we're going to get to the bike accident.
I don't know, what was your life?
Toronto. I worked at the movie theater and I was going to finish my TESOL certificate.
What were you doing in the movie theater?
I was working as a projectionist, film projectionist.
What does that? You have to change the.
No, because they come on a lot of small ones, and then you make them into one big one. I know you're thinking of 1 reel, 2 reel, 3 reel, right? With 2 projectors.
That's all I have.
Right, but they make one big one now on a platter, and it just feeds continuously in, and then onto another platter.
But they actually still do that now?
This was 14 years ago. Oh, yeah. I'm the last of the film projections.
Let's imagine you wake up in the morning, quite late, I imagine they don't open till mid-morning.
We had the matinee started at 12:30.
So what time did you go into work for that?
quarter to 11:45, 12, somewhere in there.
Lovely, isn't it? Going at 11:45.
Yeah, you're out of work at like 10
Then what you
p.m.
do?
though, on a good day. Well, no, if you're just closing as a projectionist, you'd get out when the last movie ends. So it's usually at quarter to 12 at my theater, quarter to 12, something.
Wow. And you watch the whole...
But I wouldn't be in there for 12 hours. It'd be an 8-hour shift. Yeah, so we'd have a couple of projections.
But you watch the whole movie?
No, because there was 6 theaters. So you'd go in every 15, 20 minutes and it's in focus, it's in frame, the projector's running normally, yes.
Oh, you're doing all the theater.
Trailer packages, yeah. Well, there's only 6. Well, and when I was working there, you could thread a film through a projector and get the movie ready in about 2 minutes. It's not that much.
You could, because you were Kevin Grant, projectionist extraordinaire. All right,
Correct.
so you did someone a favor.
And they gave me a bottle of wine.
Who's that person?
I found a phone in a bathroom, and I returned it to them, and they said, red or white? And I said, red. So I go to my friend's house, drink a bottle of red wine, a lot of hash involved.
Ever wish that was a bottle of white wine?
No, it would have been the same result. But I did a bunch of hash, too, and then I biked home without a helmet, and I don't remember
Now,
any
at
of
that
this.
point, I think smoking weed in Canada was illegal.
Yes. Well, it would, even if it was legal in Canada, it'd still be illegal here, so I'm not telling any tales out of school here. No, but I caught the train track on the road because we have the streetcar, the tram, the trolley,
Yeah.
and my bike. I don't remember, but I
Can you
imagine
call them that these days?
they're called streetcars in Toronto. That's what we call them.
Okay.
And so my bike tire caught the groove because they're recessed. They're not train tracks above the pavement. It wouldn't make any sense, right? They're recessed. So my bike tire caught the groove and I went over the handlebars and
Hit the train.
blood started filling my cranial cavity and putting pressure on my brain. And so I was 3 blocks from the best neurosurgery hospital in the country. If you're going to have a bike accident, that's the place to do it, yeah.
Would you have died anywhere else?
When I woke up the next day, I don't even know it was the next day. When I woke up, they said 5 minutes later you'd be a vegetable, 10 minutes later you wouldn't have lived. So, if this were out in like the countryside, you know what I mean? I absolutely would have died.
Then let me make a slight assumption from this data. 5 minutes later, you would have been a vegetable.
Yeah,
So, times 0.
like mental vegetable.
Yeah, I get it. At time 0, you would have had 0 damage. How many minutes along were you, and how much damage are we looking at?
Too many. No, I was a bit fucked up for about a month and
You
a half.
must have dropped a bit of IQ, right?
Well, the first month or two, there was. I would have been like, I'd say like
high school.
Well, I would have said
like
things
this.
like it's my responsibility, and the word would come. But that all went away after like 3 months, like 100%. Yeah.
What went away?
The mental disorder,
Okay.
or the forgetfulness, and the slow, yeah. I was like this before, Paul. I know it's hard to believe. I was like this before.
And you graduated
too.
university?
Yeah,
Like this?
poli-sci.
Well, I don't even know what that is.
Politics, government, and society. I don't know what you call it. It's similar. Political science.
Oh, okay. I probably should have known that.
Humanities. Oh, you're a geology major. You're in a completely different wing of the school than I would be in. Yeah. We wouldn't have even have crossed paths, probably.
Oh, we probably would have.
Well, you would have had to have taken a humanities course, and I would have had to have
we
taken
don't
a
have to do
science
that.
one. Really?
Yeah.
Not even one? And then I had a Korean girlfriend, and she wanted me to. Well, she was going back to Korea, and I said, I'm going to teach English there, and I'm going to come follow you. Not in a creepy way. We agreed that was good. But I couldn't come here without a degree, so I phoned my university. I said, what can I get? And they said, you can get a bachelor's, but not bachelor honors, just bachelor's, 3 years. And so they said, you have enough credits for that. And I said, and they were like, but Kevin, there's one condition. I said, what is it? You owe the library $57 in late charges and a missing book. And I went, done.
That's good.
Totally fine. I will gladly pay. Yeah.
What happened to this Korean girlfriend?
Well, the bike accident delayed my coming, and then
They usually like that.
I was supposed to come in February, and she dumped me on the phone in early January. I'd quit my job. I'd gotten the job here, I canceled my apartment on plans of moving here, right? And so it's like, and I'm like, what do I stay here? I don't have an apartment or a job, and I have a job that pays 3 times more in Korea. That's set up. So like, why wouldn't I go anyway? Right? It was like, I'm not. What am I? When am I going to stay here?
Did you find this girl after you got here and like say?
She saw me at the airport, and I hoped I could convince her to get back together with me, but she didn't. And then one of my friends ended up friends with her, but I didn't know. And he was like, she said like, oh yeah, I lived in Toronto for a while. And he said, oh, I got a mate from Toronto, Kevin. And then she went, and then he realized who she was because I told the story to him, and he went, oh my god, it's her. Yeah.
Yeah. Once they decide to leave, you can never persuade them to come.
It's tough. Well, that's not true. I mean, I know what you're saying, but I've won a few back, but then we ended up breaking up later anyway. So, I mean, it didn't last. Yeah. Things can be repaired, and I wouldn't say that it can't work, but yeah, I've fixed a few, but it always drifted apart anyway after 6 months of that.
Yeah.
You've never won a girl back after kind of in a big fight or anything?
I've never wanted to. If I wanted
well, that's different.
you know,
okay, yeah.
And they don't leave me.
They don't leave me, I leave them. I see.
No, they leave the earth. Edit that out.
Now, is this because you only date 80-year-old women hoping you can get their inheritance? Or is this like, should I be worried for others, but also myself? Am I in danger?
I don't think we're dating. Although you were a tie for this, so maybe. Maybe you have a different idea.
I wanted to upstage you on the on camera by looking presentable and not looking like a blue Zelensky.
Well, thank you.
I called you Zelensky the first time I interviewed you for this channel. You were wearing a green. It wasn't blue. It was green. You didn't have a patch or anything, but I said you look like Zelensky.
I think back then I probably did.
Look like Zelensky?
Yeah.
In what sense?
I had a green like combat top. I remember it well.
Maybe there was something here or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That was ages ago now, right?
Yeah, but they're still playing it in my bar.
Every week I get YouTube stats, and it's like your top 3 highest performing videos. Gordon Ramsay's short video of him at the Market and Soul, and then it's your videos, and I'm like, where's my new one?
Because we're just leaving it.
Because they do so shit. It's like, where's my new video? What's going on? And I'm like, okay, well, how many videos or how many views did that short get? And it's like 89. It's like, okay, my new video couldn't crack the 70 mark. Yeah.
Is it that bad?
I don't do this for views. This is fun for me and my viewers.
You told me you wish you had 8 million viewers.
Well, I mean, yeah. And if I worked at a bank, I would wish that they'd make me the vice president of operations, right? You know, everyone. Of course, if you said, Kevin, would you rather have a video with 20 views or 70,000 views? Of course, I would rather have 70,000 views. But if I really wanted to get views, I would make this way more of a priority in my life, and it would consume way more of my time.
Well, why don't you?
I got other shit to do. This is fun for me. Being a YouTuber has never been a career goal. It's been fun and talking about things I like goal. You know, and if that sounds like cope, then so be it.
What? It sounds like what?
Cope. Like I'm coping with my unsuccess.
This is all educational for me. You're teaching me words and stuff.
You don't know what the word cope means.
I know what cope means,
How are you
but
coping
I've never seen it used in that way.
Oh, you're lucky. See, you maybe you think I'm young and I'm using slang. The real slang word of that from young,
most people think you're older than me. They'd be shocked to know.
Oh, here's a chance for me to say, comment below who you think is younger or older. Yeah. It really helps me in the algorithm. That's your standard YouTube fare.
Maybe it did sound like you were trying to cope.
That's what I mean. I don't do this for the views.
But is that true?
I do it to get views, but I'm not. Yeah, but my point is, I'm not constantly like, oh God, why is my channel not getting as many views? I've got to worry about it. No, I put videos out that I make, and if people watch, they watch. And sometimes they do, and I get 700. And sometimes they don't, and I get 48. And then sometimes I do a video every once in a while, and it goes up to like 30,000, and that's great.
Well, you never worked out why? There's a...
My channel's so niche. I've told people people before. If I wanted views, I'd be doing cafe reviews, and I'd be kind of like always cheery and like, hey guys, we're here in this cafe. Like, isn't this beautiful? I don't want to do that. It's fucking boring. People like that, and they watch it, and by all means, people like that stuff, and they watch that stuff, and they create it. For me,
you just need to be a bit more sexy. But I mean, like, yeah, the topic you cover is not sexy.
it's so niche.
It's not even niche. It's just not sexy in
It's
Korea.
craft beer in Korea.
Yeah. Used to be quite popular.
Well, I go to food places sometimes, also known as restaurants.
By the way,
But
if you point at me again,
you're gonna bite my finger off? No, I do restaurant stuff sometimes, and those get way more views than the fucking beer does. Because it's more universal. Everyone eats.
do they?
They do.
Didn't know that. Thanks for that. I'll remember that going forward. Everyone eats.
Anyway, enough about me.
Oh,
You mentioned an article earlier that I was writing.
about you again. Let's talk less about me and more about me.
For what reason could I want to write about you for a newspaper? What's going on in Paul's life? Anything important?
Nothing I want to really talk about. I've had the good year up until about August, and September onwards has been quite
Trying.
trying.
Do you care to divulge why that is, even in vagaries?
Oh God, no. The tears will come.
His cat died. That's not true.
In many ways, it is true.
Now we're getting really ethereal and symbolic.
It's quite true.
Yeah.
It's a good,
What would you say is the number one thing you did to get an MBE? Like the linchpin.
Oh, my work for the international school.
I would agree. Knowing what I know about you, I would agree.
But then, to be honest, it's also the other stuff I've done for the embassy and the British Chamber of Commerce and Korea Britain Say over the last X number of years since we started Korea.
Let's plug some of your stuff. Now, these are not things.
Well, we're not talking to them.
No, but I have to look at them once in a while. These are not things that like they're not. Yeah, but they're not businesses that you're trying to like make profit on. The British Council in Korea and the embassy and stuff. It's not like you're selling something to my audience. You know what I mean? Like, there's no link to buy something. I want people to understand that like we're not pushing things to make money. These are like public organizations that you are chairman or volunteer or donate your time to, and they're important things for you and for Korea and Britain and the general population in some form or another. So what's the first one? The British Council in Korea, right?
No. It was the British Chamber of Commerce, Korea.
Did I name something that doesn't exist?
There is a British Council, but they do like IELTS.
Okay, so sorry, the Chamber of Commerce then. What is the function of that, and what do you do there?
Do we have to talk about that?
Well, it's a podcast with us. You can't I can't just talk about me the whole time.
But I like that. That was quite nice. I'm just a board member actually for them. But we've sponsored lots of their events, so they're involved with helping British businesses come to Korea, helping Korean businesses build work in the UK. Yeah.
And here I said it wasn't about buying things. Don't name any companies. Then it becomes an advertisement. That's not what we want.
Are we not allowed to advertise?
You can.
I mean, we just did social drinkers.
Oh, yeah. They don't have their own marketing department. We're not exactly.
I'm going to Bangkok tomorrow.
For what?
International school.
They want to ask you for advice, or are you what?
Oh,
are you giving a speech?
There's a
or why?
conference there. I'm going to give.
I think you mentioned this.
A workshop and build a crisis plan
For a specific school?
My school, which we can't mention because it's advertising. Is it? No.
A private school in Busan it's not exactly Kellogg's, right? It's not, or Procter and Gamble or Cadbury or something, to use a British example. Yeah.
I think Cadbury's British anymore, is it?
Oh God, yeah.
Probably not.
I suppose Budweiser's not American either. If we're going on the very large umbrella kind of mass, yeah.
And Cass is in Korea.
Who owns that? Is that still AB InBev?
Yeah.
Jesus. Of course it is. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's attack AB InBev.
They won't sue us. It's not worth the lawyer fees to sue me for making fun of their beer, so that 79 people can go, oh, okay. Have an opinion, okay. Yeah.
That tie's getting looser and looser, right?
I'm turning into a Japanese salaryman as we go. Yeah. It's going to be around my forehead pretty soon.
There'll be a circle of water bottles around you when you wake up in the alleyway tomorrow.
That was that meme going around. Yeah, people in Japan are so caring and polite. Yeah. That when they see a man passed out on the street, they'll leave a little Satan pentagram of water bottles around him. Yeah.
That'd be quite scary to wake up to, wouldn't it?
You almost, I mean,
why are they all yellow? Oh, wow.
Happy Oktoberfest.
Is that for both of us?
It's
or
my
just
heart.
Oh.
For you.
Very hot.
You are very hot.
So
I've
Paul was just saying that if he runs, he gets really bored. And if he gets bored, the voices start to talk. And of course, that prompted my question, what do those voices say, Paul?
It's not so much what they say, it's what they make me do.
Well, it gets juicier, yeah. And those voices, what do they make you do, Paul?
No.
This is where he says, they make me brew delicious triple IPAs.
I think when I do exercise, for the most part, I like to do it to take my mind off the issues that I'm thinking about all the time.
Like a meditation almost.
Yeah, but running, it's like, that's when for me, it's when the brain is at its least input, right? There's no thinking going on, really. Like, you're not thinking, foot here. If you do jujitsu, if you do something like jujitsu or whatever,
There has to be some sort of process.
Rock climbing. But if it's something like running, it's just like you're left with the silence, and when the silence is there, you remember the things you don't want to think about when you're working out.
Fair play. I mean, you're right. Yeah.
That's why I don't like
There are people out there, though, who do have to say left, right.
Yeah.
Thank God we're not them.
But like I suppose with cycling, you're actually thinking about stuff, right? Because you're going quite fast, and you've got to be able to like not hit cars and stuff.
Well, I'm on the bike trail, so there's, you're making this out to be much more thoughtful than it actually is.
Trees.
On the paved bike path. Urban planning in Korea is real shit. There's just these random trees coming out of the...
I heard this story once about a guy. He was riding his bike home after we'd been smoking hash and drinking a bottle of red wine, and his wheel got stuck in the tracks. Actually, the dip, it's not flat. It goes down.
Not quite a tree, is it?
No, but you have to watch out. He nearly died 5 minutes later, and he would have been a vegetable.
If you were a vegetable, what kind of vegetable would you be, Paul?
A Kevin Grab.
What's waiting in the wings for Guerrilla Brewing?
Oh, that's a good question. I think we're going to try and build more bars.
Would you start in Busan first, or do you think Busan's full of Guerrilla and you'd move elsewhere? Or open more elsewhere, rather?
I think there's certainly, by the end of this year, going to be one more bar in Busan with the
Samyang?
Guerrilla in there. I can't, maybe.
That would make the most sense. Or Gwangali, but still,
I think we will go back to Gwangan, but we'll possibly go to Seoul before we do Gwangan again. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I'd like to do Seoul.
Mule?
No.
Songsu.
Songsu?
Across the street from Seoul Brewery.
I like it. It's a one, to be honest. I think it's had some bad luck over the years.
Keep in mind, this is a business decision, not the fact that you like Itaewon.
I mean, for business reasons, it's really down on its luck. So things are cheap, and I think it's got potential for growth. I think it's still got some nightlife spots, so I think it'll be fine. So maybe it's one.
Buy the old Chill Hops place.
Oh, that would be funny. But there's that's that, and then we're also not exactly guerrilla working on it, but we're going to have a partnership with a new whiskey company. So it'll be Busan's first whiskey company. Will be.
What do you mean partnership?
Oh, we'll work together on. It'll be in the same facility, basically.
There's a distillery in Busan now?
No.
Or this is being completely from the ground up?
Next week we will incorporate the company and.
So you're buying them?
No, we were making the company. Me and some other people.
But it'll be in the warehouse at Gorilla that the brewery's at now?
It will.
Okay. So you already have space at your original...
Yeah, so, yeah.
Because I know there's like whole pallets of beer there just waiting to be...
To be unpalletized.
I just hope it's palatable.
Don't we all?
That was a good pun. That was a good pun. I will not be besmirched.
That wasn't bad. The whiskey things come in the food, beverage kind of thing. What else? And then, like, I think last time we talked, I said that I wish we did more one-off beers. So
yes, back in the swing and recipe making.
Yeah, well, we've actually got a lot better since then. I think we probably released. When was that?
You have a Marzen. And you have the Choco Pie Imperial.
Yeah, we'll have a Pepero Imperial for Pepero Day. It's a collaboration with a Japanese brewery, so I think it's a pokey one.
Ah, really?
Pokey.
No, I know, but there's like a Japanese brewery involved. Who's that?
Black Sand Brewery. Where are they? Don't ask me that.
Black Sands Brewery. There's one in Bali too. Must be a coincidence.
Must be.
What's the bathroom situation like at the brewery? What kind of toilet paper do you use?
Well, currently we're using one ply.
One ply's better because sometimes your finger goes through.
Is that what you want?
Yeah. That's like an added benefit.
Yeah, we've diverged from... It's quite busy. There's a lot of people walking around in Mouledon.
It's Monday, right? It is Monday.
Yeah. The temperature's dropped a lot here. I came to Seoul with no clothes for this weather at all. I'm going to Bangkok tomorrow.
Well, this morning I left the house in Cheonan.
Did you say house?
Shut up. I left the house in Cheonan with just this. And I got to the elevator. We're on the 15th floor, and I looked at my phone and it said 6. I hadn't been outside yet, right? I went, oof. Went back in and I put this on. Yeah.
Well done you, mate. The 6 is cold.
Even the Canadians needed a second shirt in 6-degree weather.
Yeah, because it's 25 like 2 days ago in Busan. I was an air conditioner on for sleeping.
That's so bizarre. And now in Busan it's only like 16 or 17 degrees.
Yeah, we stay quite warm for a little bit longer.
When my parents went there that first time, we left Chuncheon, went to Seoul, slept one night, and then went to Busan. So in Chuncheon it was like -7. And when we got to Busan it was like 16. My parents were like, what the... Like...
Yeah.
We're not. The country's not that big. You know what I mean? Like it's not that. Why is there like a 20-something degree discrepancy?
Yeah, true that.
All right, Paul. Anything else?
No, that's it, man. Let's regroup and do this again in a couple of weeks with a theme.
Who's responsible for the theme?
I think we might have to share stuff more. I think that.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
Oh, good idea.
We'll put in a little profile about you and a profile about me.
I think it might be nice to bring someone else in.
What's wrong with me?
Do it. Well, as well as us.
Us two and another person.
At least each time bring someone different. At least we could have got Inky to do it, but at least we could talk to them about something. And otherwise, people get bored of hearing about you falling off your bike when you were drunk. And
want to hear the time I fell off a chair? Every episode, it's another brain injury that Kevin got. Yeah.
Yeah. Assuming he had a brain at some point. Cheers.